Yo, hey guys, in today's video I'll be showing you guys how to create a cookbook, or also known a recipe logbook, that you guys can create to sell it on Amazon KDP. So this is basically a low content book, so it will help me a lot if you smash that like button. And without further ado, let's go. Okay guys, so here we are with my desktop as usual, and we are going to create our interior using Canva. Okay, this is a free software that you guys can use, and let me show you how to create the interior. So first of all, what you guys have to do is just click on create a design, and then go to custom size, and then you guys can choose your logbook, how big that you would like it to be. For me, I like it to be 8.5 8.5 in inches, 8.5 times 11, and then just create a new design, which is this logbook is quite big, but this is my preferred size. If you guys have your own size, you guys can use it. Okay, now we have a blank page right here, but let me show you how to create an interior the smart way. Okay, you guys have to remember, for a cookbook or a recipe, a logbook, there are three things that the book must have, which is the first one would be the recipe name. Okay, second would be, I would say, the ingredients. Okay, well, this is a basic knowledge. Well, obviously cooking, you need in the ingredients. And the third part would be the direction or how method on cooking. Okay, these are the three common or the most basic thing that you guys need when creating a cooking book logbook. Okay, now we are going to delete this. Okay, now first of all, what you guys have to do is just go to the top left corner right here, click on design, and then just search template right here. We are going to put in what we call it recipe logbook. Okay, now as you guys can see here on the left corner, there are so many types. Let me remove it a little bit, my image. All right, so as you guys can see, there are so many types of design. So example, we got this thing right here. Let's check others. Okay, if you guys see there's a crown right here, you guys can't use this because this is the paid version. If you guys have paid version, you guys can just use, but if you guys have the free version, your choosing would be a little bit limited. But don't worry, there are still so many types. So example, this is the first, and then we got the second, which is something similar. But before that, let us add a new page. Okay, what else do we have? Where is it? I can't find it. Okay, the second type, an example. You guys, when you guys want to create this, you guys can just choose around 3 or 5 same what we call it, same recipe book, but different design, because we are going to collect all of these 5 and combine it to make your own recipe interior book. So example, we got the second interior. I'm gonna add another page, and then I'm gonna choose another recipe card so that I can have inspiration when creating my own recipe book. So this would be my third. Oh, this one is the paid version, so we're just going to ignore it. No, I don't want this. Do we have? You guys can also type another thing, maybe not recipe logbook, maybe recipe interior. Okay, there are other things that you guys can use. If you guys can't find it, you guys can, okay, this is the third example. So we have 3 examples that you guys can use when creating your interior, but we are not going to just use this as it is because it's not fun. We are going to change a little bit to fit with your own style. Okay, as an example, my first interior, which is this thing, I will choose this as my main interior logbook. And then what I have to do, usually, first thing, I would like my book to be a black and white, because when it print, the cost of printing in Amazon KDP would be a lot cheaper. So I'm just going to choose this recipe card, and I'm going to choose black, and the page itself, I would like it to be white. Okay, it's already white. and maybe change this 3 vector image into black. I don't want it to be brown, so we're going to turn black, and black. Okay, now if you guys can see here, as I tell you guys, there are 3 things that are important when creating your interior cooking recipe, which is the name of the recipe, the ingredients, and also the directions. But you guys can also add on, which is how many serve that you will get, how long will it take to prep the ingredients, and how long it will take to cook. And also you guys can add a notes. Okay, you guys can also scroll other template and you guys can take some inspiration. Say name of dish. You guys can also add photo if you guys want, but for me, I don't want it to have photo. And you guys can also scroll another example of a template. They have add some difficulty right here. What else? And also we got review, and then they have also tell what type of food is it, vegetarian, low carb, gluten free, or dairy free. Okay, now we are going to continue working on my own recipe book. Okay, first of all, the first thing that I would like to change is the font itself. Okay, so I'm just going to delete the card right here. Just want it to name it as a recipe 1. Okay, because this is my first recipe. And then we're going to change this font something more, we call it beautiful. I think this is good. Maybe another else. Do you have another thing that looks better than this? No, I'm just going to choose this as an example. Now this thing would be the name of the recipe. You guys can add your own text stating what is this box for. As an example, I'm just going to put name of recipe. I don't want this. Never mind. I'm going to delete this, and then maybe I'm just going to take these notes. I'm gonna Control C, Control V, which is copy and paste, and then I'm gonna drag on top of this thing right here, and I can put it name of recipe. Okay, remember guys, this is just an example. If you guys have a better design, you guys can go through with it, suitable with your style. Okay, now we got the name of recipe, the recipe 1, and the ingredients and direction. For me, I think the line is too long, which is some cooking don't need that much of ingredients, so maybe I'm just going to delete half of it. So I'm just going to delete this half of the ingredients, and also the direction. I don't think they will need this much lines, so I'm also going to delete these lines. Okay, now we got all of this, and I think for the serve, prep, and cooking time, this is too low, too bottom, so I'm just going to drag it higher right here, which I think looks better. And the notes also, let us put it a little bit higher. Okay, also good. And maybe the ingredients, I don't like it to be in line. Maybe I want to change it to a square or a rectangle. So I'm just going to delete this, and I'm just going to click this square. I'm just going to copy, Control C, Control V, and we got this square right here. I'm going to put right here. Make sure it aligns with the directions part, and then I'm just going to drag, and yeah, that's good enough. Remember, you guys can adjust accordingly to your style, and I don't want it to leave this blank. Let us put something. Maybe one thing you guys can add, maybe you guys can go to elements right here. Go to elements right here, and then you guys maybe can put what you guys can put, maybe a spatula. Going to put in spatula. I want an image of a spatula. Go to graphics and go to see all, and then just scroll until you find something that is suitable. For me, mostly I would like it to be in black and white. So example, I got thing right here. I'm going to adjust it, and maybe I'm going to put a bottom, and I'm going to resize it a little bit smaller, and then I'm just going to put right here. I would say like this is something aesthetic. Okay, so we got this spatula right here, and I think this line is too long. Maybe I can shorten a little bit. Oh, Okay, okay, I think that's good enough. We got spatula, and maybe we're going to add on a whisk. Alright, we got whisk, and then just scroll until you find an image that is suitable for your design, for your taste. I can't find it. Is there anything good? I think this is good enough. So we got this spatula right here, and one thing that I would like to tell you guys can change the color of this image. As you guys can see here, I've already chosen this whisk, and then just go to the top right here, click on it. I want the handle to be black, and also I would like the whisk itself to be black. Maybe it's too black. Maybe make it a little bit gray. Nah, I think black is good enough. So I'm going to resize it a little bit smaller, and then I'm just going to put right here. Is that good enough? I think that's good enough. And then maybe you guys can choose a fork. Okay, things are that related to cooking. We got fork. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Make it small. Oh, and one thing that you guys have to remember, Amazon KDP, they have a high chance that you will bleed through, so you guys have to be careful. Don't put too many designs below here. And then maybe we can put spoons. Okay, that's too small. Okay, and maybe we are going to put knives. Let's see what we get. Scroll, knife. Which one is suitable? I think this is good, so we're going to rotate it, make it a little bit smaller. Okay, I'm doing this is because I want my book to be a little bit more unique than the others. So I'm just going to copy this, Control C and Control V, and then I'm just going to drag and put beside it, and maybe Control V again and put beside it again. Alright, now my book is a little bit unique than the others. Now what else do we have to do? I think we are going to add I don't like this part, so I'm going to delete this. Alright, now it looks better. Now this side right here is quite a blank, so I'm going to add something. So let's see, we're going to scroll with the other template. What else can we add? I think I would like to add the review or the difficulty of the recipe. So an example, I'm just going to copy this thing, this star, and just Control C, Control V. Not Control V. Just Control C first, and then go back to the top of your book, click on it, and Control V. So we got the stars. Alright, we're going to put in the middle. Maybe make it a little bit bigger so that we can see the stars, and resize it accordingly. And we got it. And then just copy the ingredients right here, the font. Going to Control C, Control V, and then we're going to drag to the bottom, and we are going to rename this as difficulty. You guys can rename it accordingly. Maybe you guys want to put review, but for me I would like it to be difficulty. So I'm just going to make sure it aligns perfectly in the middle. Make sure it aligns perfectly. Yeah, I think that's good enough. So yeah, and we have completed our own interior book for our recipe, a logbook. Okay, and one thing, you guys can make around 2 or 3 different pages. As an example, let's say this is my first recipe book, and then go and scroll down, this is my second, and this is my third. Now what we're going to do, if you want to make the page more, let's say you guys want to create around 50 pages of this interior book. So what you guys have to do is just go to the bottom right corner. As you guys can see here, the grid view, just click on it, and then they will bring us to this page right here. Now what you guys want to do, if you guys want to duplicate, this one page only, you guys can just press add page, or not add page, sorry. Going to delete this back. Okay, we're gonna click on it and then just press duplicate page. Now we got the 2 page of the same type. So let's say I want to create more, around 10. So you guys can just highlight these 2 and just press Ctrl C, Ctrl V. Or also you guys can highlight 4 of this and just click on duplicate 4 pages. Now we have around 8 pages of the same interior. Okay, and then let's say we are going to make this type of interior more. Wait, let me adjust my page and my face right here. Okay, let's say if you guys want this page to have a more, okay, just Ctrl C, Ctrl V, just repeat the same thing. Okay, if you want to duplicate more, just highlight 3 and Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So we have around 6. So we want 8 as an example. Copy another 2, Ctrl C, Ctrl V. So now we have 8 of this, 8 of this. And let's say if you guys want to rearrange, so you want to rearrange like interior first page, second page, third page, you guys can just click one of these pages. You guys can just drag and drop. Oh, drag, just drag and drop. So we got something different. Gonna put it, we're gonna put it, we're gonna put it. This is how good Canva is. Okay, there are so much potential for your Amazon KDP journey, and we have completed this type. Okay, now, so let's say you guys have around 20 pages of this logbook. Let us create around 20 first. So I'm just going to copy this until we have around 20. All right, now we have around 20, and maybe this recipe card planner I'm just going to fit in somewhere. Just going to anywhere, and now you have a variation of interior for your book. Okay, and you guys can edit these pages. For example, just click right here. They will go to the page, and you guys can rename it to recipe 2. So example, the first page is recipe 1, recipe 2, and just scroll. You guys can rename this recipe 3, and yeah, just continue until you guys have completed for all of your page. Okay, let's say your guys interior have completed, you have created everything, and you guys want to change it, you guys want to save it as a book. What you guys have to do is just press share and then go to download right here, and then make sure this is in PDF print, and then make sure all pages are selected, and then just press download, and you guys have completed your book. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope it will help you guys a lot creating your own cookbook, recipe, logbook journey. And if you help me a lot, if you smash that like button, and if you want to see more, please do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, see ya.